Now, let me grab my slides and then we can get into it. And I'll let Instagram on in just a second. Yeah, done with all of those. Like, let me turn this off for a second. Can I get a cloth, please? Thank you. That's fine. Hey, now we about to get into some activating unlimited abundance. I'm going to share my screen with the society. Don't start all that trolling and just requesting to be in lives. Those of y'all who do that, please seek therapy. Like, ask yourself, why do I want to be a troll? Why do I enjoy going into people's live streams and just being ridiculous? Like, ask yourself that. There has to be a lack of mental capacity somewhere. And you really just need to get help. That's not normal, sweetie. That's not normal. Okay. All right. So let me let Instagram in here. Since they say I'll be acting funny. And those of you who are a part of the society, y'all know y'all get the replay. We're going to be making some changes to the society. Hey, now, thank y'all so much for joining. I'm very raw and very real, and I can't find my wedding ring, so I probably got an attitude. So let me find my screen that I need to be on. Here we go. Canva, there we go. I don't know why I couldn't find my slides, but here we are. And it's not even giving the title I wanted to give. But you know what? Don't nobody care about that. We're going to move on and we're going to do what we're doing anyway. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, Drew Mack, 69, are you hacked? Are you hacked? Like, think about yourself as an adult person that says, I'm going to get on someone's live stream and say things that make no sense. I'm going to be inappropriate. I'm going to act like a 5-year-old. And I'm going to do things to make myself feel better, like make fun of people. Like, how old are y'all? We're going to get into the content in a minute, but I want to know what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What makes a grown person, like if you under 16, I get that, right? You want to be a child, you want to be childish. I get that. But I just want to know what makes an adult person get on somebody else's social media and start saying ridiculous things from a dummy page. Baby, you need help. You need help. If you're an adult person with a Finsta, you need help. If you're an adult person hiding behind a fake page to say what you want to say so you can still see somebody's stuff, baby, you need help. Activating unlimited abundance is not going to do nothing for you, because that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about activating unlimited abundance. And you are so deep down the hole of poverty that everything I say is going to piss you off or go over your head. So if you are a person who is an adult and you still have to get on the internet on a fake page to see what people who you don't like or don't like you is doing, baby, you need help. Extreme help. Like, check yourself into somewhere. This is not a dig. I am so serious. If you are a person in the year of our Lord 2023 and you are still on that wave, baby, get help. Please get help, because that's not normal, okay? So now let's get into activating unlimited abundance. If you don't know me, hey now, my name is Felicia Kelly. I'm getting ready to share my screen in the private community. You can visit IBeenRich.com. We're getting ready to close enrollment. And so you won't have access to the society because we're gonna make some changes. Can I be real transparent like I have been the past decade on this internet? I don't like it. I don't like nothing about how the society is going. I don't like nothing about the launch I did. I don't like nothing about how I went through the program that I went through. Here's the thing, there was nothing wrong with the program, right? For what the program was designed for, it was bomb. But here's where it doesn't work for me. I'm called to speak. I'm called to teach. I'm called to show up. I'm not the girl that can just post a prompt and go sit on an island somewhere. I've tried that with some of the best of the best of the best. I have made the investment, did the work, followed the directions to the T, have I not? And if God say that ain't for you, that ain't for you, sis. And it's okay. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you, sis. I'm not accepting live requests, so please don't ask. When you get to a space where you know who you are, it doesn't matter how successful the coach is. It doesn't matter how many people have been through the program. It doesn't matter what the numbers look like, how many millions that they made. If you follow it to an absolute T, and that ain't what God got for you, baby, it's not going to work. See, because we're talking about unlimited abundance today. And a lot of y'all think that abundance is money, and that's why you can't never get none. A lot of y'all think abundance is money, and that's why you keep getting it and getting it and getting it and getting it and still can't find no peace. So the people with no money and the people with money going through the same thing. What's the problem? Clearly, it ain't the money. So when we talk about activating unlimited abundance, you have to understand that you have to be in full control of your life and in complete alignment to where God wants you. If you are not there, abundance ain't for you, sis. It's not going to work. You're going to fail every time. And so this is why some of you get beefed out with coaches that did right by you because you mad that God won't let you have their promise. I realize we're going there today. We're going there today. Bring all your coach friends, bring all your consultant friends, bring all your service providers. Okay. Bring all your service provider friends. Go on, bring them in. Because this is why it's not working, sis. This is why from somebody who know what it's like to make $1 million and want some of it back, because some of the people I paid didn't deserve it, from somebody who's traveled and spoke all over this country, for somebody who did it in corporate and did it on their own and taught others how to do it. Let me tell you why it's not working. It does not matter what the strategy is. It doesn't matter how many testimonials. It doesn't matter how many people have gone through the system, made it work, made the money, made the connects, made the friends. If that is not your path, you're going to fail. I'm going to run it back. I don't care how successful the coach is, how successful the program is. Why do you think we can have people come in our programs and absolutely flounder? Why do you think you can get into a program? See, because I done been on both sides of it. I done been the bad coach. Since don't nobody else want to bring it up, I got clients got me blocked right now. Why? Because they wanted to do what they wanted instead of what God said. And I said, it's a bet. You could build this if you want to. Sure. But didn't you hear God say? See, because it's not always been cool to be the entrepreneur doing what God said. That's new. And so when you try to follow a framework and your faith belongs somewhere else, you're going to fail every time. A framework can only work for you is if you are in alignment with the results that that framework brings. I'm going to run that bike for the people in the South. When you are not in alignment with the results that that framework is designed to build, you're going to fail every time. It ain't because you ain't good at what you do. It's because you disobedient. It ain't because your coach ain't dope. It's because you out of alignment. It ain't because your coach ain't amazing and them results is fake and they a scammer. Let me publicly apologize to Marquell Russell because I said some things in my immaturity about 3 years ago and I had to repent for that. He was a great coach to me. Gave me all the confidence I needed. Why? Because I was the bomb in corporate. And then when I got online, I was like, dang, are y'all showing the bomb? And I will never forget something he said to me that changed my life. I said, well, I really want to make $25K a month. He said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You're going to make $50K a month. We're going to set the goal at $50K a month and we'll just hit 25 on the way. That changed my life. But guess what happened after that? Started feeling myself a little bit. We stayed cool and all, that's cool and all. But here's what I didn't realize. It was going to happen to me too, and a far lot worse. See, because everybody can't check themselves. Everybody don't know how to say, you know what, I'm out of pocket. Let me be quiet. Everybody don't know how to go to their husband and say, hey, am I tripping? And he'd be like, yup. So let me help y'all understand why it's not working. Let me help you understand why I'm not working. $25K a month is nothing. Okay. I've had plenty of $150,000 months. Okay. The only reason, let me say it out loud. The only reason I stopped making 150K a month, it's because I had to shut down what I was doing. And my program was popping. Okay. So let's be clear. I've been a coach for a long time. I started making in my business what I should have been making in corporate, because what I was making in corporate was yearly. What I was making in my business is monthly. I'm not saying none of this to impress y'all. I want y'all to understand what activating unlimited abundance is, because some of y'all get this money and start acting like a fool. Some of y'all want this money so bad that you acting like a fool and not realizing you can be just like that group that I had. It's not everybody, but a couple of folks that got that money and then their life was in shambles. Why? Because they didn't understand what abundance really was. And that's what I'm about to teach y'all. Okay. So if you're a person who's not hitting your financial goals, you need to, one, I'm gonna help you out real quick. This is not what it's about today, but I'm gonna help you out real quick. If you're a person that's not making the money you want to make, one, you need to master where you are. How are you using the money that you have? When I started years ago, what kind of coach was I, baby? Money coach. I started where I was at. So if you're making $1,000 a month in your business, maybe you should stop spending $2,000. Maybe don't commit to $500 that you ain't got. The problem with Black people is we like to commit to things just so the other person can have what they need, and we'll put ourselves in a hole. This ain't a money issue. This is a Black issue, especially a Black woman issue. We love to put ourselves in a hole as long as we can get that Superwoman cape on. We love to put our hands in a bind like we use them clap. That's how we talk about the value system. And we're going to get into that in a minute. For those of you who don't know me, hey now, my name is Felicia Kelly. I'm a speaker, an influencer, an author, a wife, a mom. If it's a title, I probably got it. Also, I don't care nothing about them titles, because my goal and my role is to help you go beyond the skill set. The skill set is your problem, sis. The skill set is your problem, because it's always what you could do. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Oh, no, I got it. I can do that. Oh, no, I know that. Oh, no, I can do that. Oh, no, I know that. Yeah, I know. Oh, no, call me. I'll do. And as soon as you burnt the hell out, you want to be mad at the people that called you when you should be mad at the person in the mirror. You want to know why I always have an attitude with y'all? Because y'all love to come to these live streams, be like, girl, that was so good, and then keep your life just like it is. And I think that's stupid. I think it's stupid to have a solution to your situation and stay where you at. I think that's dumb. I don't think it makes sense to be a woman making 10, 20, 30K of money crying at night. I think that's stupid. I don't think it makes sense to have all the resources at your fingertips. I don't think it makes sense to have an assistant that you don't delegate to. I think that's ridiculous, but I see it every day. Why? Because you can do that. You can do that. So I'm gonna read y'all something that I posted yesterday, because I'm so over Black women doing these to themselves. And just so y'all know, I'm not responding to DMs about this $297 ticket price. If you don't have $297, it's not the place for you. Does that mean it's something wrong with you? Absolutely not. It's not, absolutely not. Don't mean nothing wrong with you. It just means that you are not ready for that space yet. And that's okay. But I'm not going back and forth about a $297 price. I'm not going back and forth about a $697 VIP. The only reason anybody will want me to go back and forth about it is because you will go back and forth about it. When my client asked me yesterday, she said, yeah, Fee, let's do that. Just let me know what it costs. You know, I'll pay it. She knows it's going to be at least $15,000. She knows that. Here's why she ain't got no problem with it. Because I would tell her to charge the same thing. And she do. It's not about that. See, as long as your focus is on money, you ain't gonna have none. Let me tell you how to make it work. First of all, I'm gonna read y'all something that I posted yesterday. And I'm sure y'all know by now that I don't care who offended, okay? I really don't. I don't have time for that. So let me share with y'all something I shared yesterday so you know who you're dealing with. When I announced that Rich Black Woman TV was converting to a live podcast, I shared the graphic, and I said, I'm in my Olivia Pope era. You don't ask women like us, what do you do? Because that question no longer serves us nor the person asking. Some of us have reached a point of our rich Black woman journey where we don't operate based off of what we do. We operate based off of who we are. Just because I can do it doesn't mean I will. I'm not taking budgeting clients. That gives me a headache. I'm past it. Does that mean that people who need budgeting assistance shouldn't get help? No, it just means that I'm not going to be the one to do it. So just because I can do it doesn't mean I will. And even if I can't do it, I always know who to call. See, I'm in my Olivia Pope era, baby. Don't ask me what I do. I could do it all, but I ain't. So in this season, it's best to ask how I can help you. Don't shortchange yourself thinking that I fit in a box. Don't shortchange yourself thinking I fit in a box. You can't box me in. The only people that want to box you in is the people that box themselves in. So let's get it. Before we get into it, we're going to talk a little bit about the Rich Black Woman Society. In the society, you get access. You'll have the slides and all of that. We do a quarterly meetup. Our next quarterly meetup is May 6th, prior to the Atlanta events. It is going to be, May 6th, 2023 in Atlanta. If you want to know more about the society, you can go to I'veBeenRich.com while it's still available, because we're getting ready to close it down and make some changes. You can also follow me on all platforms, Rich Black Woman TV, it's Instagram and YouTube. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's The Rich Black Woman. Let me pause right there. This is why you got to catch me live. Those of you who are blowing up on TikTok, let me talk to y'all. Those of you who are worried about your TikTok, let me talk to y'all. Take a breath. Here's what you do to avoid issues with losing your audience. Number one, never, ever, ever in your life, ever again, bank on one platform. Number two, make sure you have a lead magnet in place, because you don't own none of this. Number three, when you have your lead magnet in place, make sure people understand what you are directing them to. Your lead magnet on TikTok needs to be something that's going to make sense to the majority of your followers. Now, let's keep on moving on that, because it's just a little real quick bonus. Once you have a lead magnet in place, you should have had an email sequence. That way you can bring your audience to you and you can start talking to them exclusively. Like, here's the issue I'm having right now. I can't set up my subscription on Instagram. I've been trying to set it up for a week. Can't set up my subscription on Instagram. Says I'm eligible for monetization, having no issues. And I said, okay, cool. We'll figure out a workaround. What do you think I would have done if I would have just put all my banking on Instagram? That don't make sense to me. We love to put our eggs all in one basket. Black people are the most risk-taking people on the planet, because as a culture, we want something so bad that we'll risk what we already have. That don't make sense to me. And so I'm constantly in a space where I'm unlearning and working myself out of these things that I've been taught by society. So understand your owner of these platforms. If you're worried about TikTok getting shut down, calm down. Start your YouTube or your Instagram and connect them. It doesn't have to be no new content. Just go and put your old content, post once a day. Schedule them all for all I care. Put all your old content on that new platform. And now you got 2 platforms. Set you up a lead magnet. Once you set up a lead magnet and email sequence, nurture your audience. After that, you'll know what to do. All right, bet. Now, the Rich Black Woman Society. Those of you who are a part of any community that I have, you've been in any space I curate, you know that I am really big on lifestyle mastery. What is lifestyle mastery? Lifestyle mastery is the ability to maintain your life no matter what's happening. Does that mean you're going to ball out in Chanel every weekend? Maybe not. Maybe the world is in a little bit of turmoil. Maybe your job acting funny. Maybe your business cash flow a little down. Maybe you shouldn't go to Chanel this month. Does that mean you're not a boss? No, sis, relax. Guess what? Lifestyle mastery, the month of April, you might be on a no spend. What's that? You better get everything that you need before the 31st is out, because in April, we ain't spending no money. If you ain't never been on a no spend, I don't know what you're doing. So that's lifestyle mastery. Lifestyle mastery is saying, hey, I love my marriage. I want my marriage, and I'm going to do my part. And if I ever see us off the right page, I'm getting us back on it immediately, because when my marriage is not solid, my lifestyle out of whack. That's lifestyle mastery. Hey, I noticed I've been feeling a little offensive every time my mama say something. What we got going on? I lived in her body. I know my life ain't good if me and my mama beefed out. Let me say something to y'all. Some of y'all might block me after this. Ask me if I care. This is what I want you to know. Number one, I'm willing to piss you off to get you healed. Number two is 3 things. I'm willing to make you so angry that you never talk to me again for you to get healed and whole and activate unlimited abundance and to be a rich Black woman. Number 3, if you are over the age of 25, still blaming your mama, get extra therapy. Yeah, we went there. Yeah. But Fee, my mama's still doing that. You letting her. But you don't know what she did. That don't matter. Are you not big enough, grown enough to handle your business by now? Are you not big enough and grown enough to master your life by now? Are you not big enough and grown enough to take care of yourself? Should you not be, maybe, ma'am, in the space of let me learn how to be the best woman I can be so I don't repeat to people what was done to me? Maybe that's where we should go with that. Maybe forgiveness is saying, let me release myself from this so I can stop being in bondage as a grown woman. Maybe I should get some therapy and get some deliverance and go to the altar a little bit. Maybe I should fast a couple of days. Maybe I should do something that is going to allow me to step into who I am as a woman so I can stop turning into a 12-year-old every time my mama walk in the room. Yeah, we being grown today. I want you to know that rich Black woman ain't for you if you still desire to be a little girl. Does that mean that the little girl that's in us doesn't deserve acknowledgement and respect? Yes, but baby, you can't live there. The fact of the matter is that you're 35. The fact of the matter is you 40. When you gonna grow up, sis? Because here's my thing. Is it possible that you are grown up acting like a child and she a grown up acting like a child? So now we got two kids fighting in the sandbox? Somebody got to be the grown up. See, because here's what y'all don't get, right? Y'all don't get that this is bloodline. Y'all don't get that these are generations. Y'all don't get that maybe by the time you die, your actions was enough seed to cure and bring healing 3 generations from now. Y'all so limited. You so limited in your thinking that all you want is some money. You so limited in your thinking that all you want is some claps. You so limited in your thinking is all you want is an apology. An apology, somebody died on the cross for you. Make it make sense. It's just me with questions. All I want to know is what we doing. So here's what I really want y'all to get. Y'all gonna have to see my notes today, society, because I'm too deep off into it. What I do. Now that we understand the mission, now we got to understand one thing you have to really get as an adult woman, as a rich Black woman, is that you have to manage time, money, and energy in ways that promote purpose, not that promote what you want. That was for me. We're going to just take that one in and keep going, ain't we? You got to manage time, money, and energy in ways that promote purpose, not that promote what you want. So y'all be liking revenge and all that? How many times I done blasted somebody on the internet and not posted it? How many times I done typed and God was like, delete. You know how many times I done typed and brought it to my husband to proofread and he said, hey, you ain't posting this. Let me have my tantrum to myself. Problem is y'all know how to manage emotions. Y'all don't have no emotional intelligence. And that's why you think you can pour yourself into this business and it make your life better. But a lot of times you pour into your business and you create bondage and now there's separation between you and the people that matter. Y'all don't get that. And so now we got to also understand this. It is very important that you prioritize womanhood and the roles that come with it. I've never seen so many women that don't want to be a woman. What do I mean by that? If you're going to be a wife, baby, act like one. I'm so sorry y'all want to be married and don't want to be wives. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so mad that y'all want to be wives and don't want to have to teach your husband nothing. The only reason you don't want to teach your husband nothing is because you won't shut up long enough for let him teach you something. Because guess what? When me and Patrick got together, I was 25. No, we got together. I was 24, 23. I was 23. You were 21. Yeah. What could I possibly know about life at 23? What could he possibly know about life at 21? You remember when you first turned 30 and realized you didn't know a freaking thing? I want you to take that knowledge and apply that to every part of your life. Because who you were at 28, your business got. Who you were at 28, your kids got. Who you were at 28, your friends, your pastor, your mama, your aunties, everybody got that. So why do you think if you were not whole and happy and complete and perfect at 28, why do you believe that your relationships were? Why do you believe that if you didn't have your life all together, the things that were attached to you were together? Make it make sense. And so while everybody else is abandoning their marriages, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking to y'all that need to leave your marriage. I'm talking to those of you who have so much of control freaking you, so much pride, so much ego, that the only thing keeping you from being a man is the body parts. What do I mean by that? I don't need nobody, baby. I do. I need my husband to do some stuff for me. I know y'all don't need nobody, but I need my husband to do some stuff for me. You need me to do a couple things for you? Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out why y'all married. You don't want to be no wife. So we're going to prioritize the womanhood and the roles that come with it. Now, if you don't want to be married, okay, let me mess y'all up real quick. If you don't want to be married and you have already abandoned your vows internally, you already divorced. Study that yourself, because I'm not about to get into it with y'all pastors. Okay. Now, when I say prioritize womanhood and the roles that come with it, that does not mean you can't be a boss, sis. That does not mean that your lifestyle can't be built, because that is what we do. When I say the roles that come with it, I mean, who are you in the roles that you have, and how do you take ownership of those roles without burnout, without giving too much, without feeling empty at the end of the night, and without being frustrated with your life. We also want to implement rest, self-care, and a schedule that puts us first. That's just foundation. We're going to do it every time. We also want to gain confidence as CEOs and professionals without burnout. Again, I say, you don't have to give up your call to being a career woman. You know what God put in you. If you have a spouse who is pushing that, respect that. By putting the CEO in the right place, don't lose who you are as a woman trying to be a boss to these people on the internet. It ain't no different. See, this is why I got to mess y'all up. Losing yourself to this business is no different than losing yourself in marriage. It's no different than losing yourself as a mom, right? Some of us grew up in the space where we heard things like, once you have a child, your life is over. Okay, why? Why can't I just keep going with life as a mom? Nobody thought of that. When you start a business, you don't have to pour all of who you are into your business. Yes, it's going to take some sacrifice, but the problem is y'all don't communicate with the people that are assigned to you, and so then you be mad when the relationships fall out. We also eliminate procrastination, perfection, people pleasing from our lives for good. That cycle of P is killing y'all. So we're going to jump right into activating unlimited abundance, because this very quick, I want y'all to get this. There are requirements for activating unlimited abundance. Okay. There are requirements. There are, it's requirements, y'all. It just is. And you cannot be a person who does not understand the requirements of what you're getting into. And that is why a lot of you get into situations that you can't handle, because you don't know what the requirements are. So that being said, let me make sure, society, y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to stop this share, and then I'm going to start back to make sure that I have my, have y'all on the right screen. Give me 1 second. If you have not shared this, this is a great time to share it. Oh, thank y'all so much for the gifts and the badges. I'm just now seeing them pop up. Thank y'all. When I get in the zone, sometimes I don't see stuff like that. But I'm back like I never left. And the thing is, I feel so different in a positive way. I've talked to y'all a lot about how my mom and some of my friends told me, when you turn 35, baby, when you turn 35, they talk about 40, but they ought to talk about 35 more, because when you hit that mid-30s, it's a different wave. It's a different type of woman. And I said, okay, I believe them. Now I got to see what happens when I get there. And lo and behold, then people knew what they was talking about. So why is it not giving me? I'll just share my desktop. No, that ain't what I want. So if y'all have questions, go ahead and drop them in. I'll take a couple of questions today. I don't normally take that many, but I will take a couple today. And as I share this to them, let's see. Yep, that's what I want to share. Boom. Cool. That also lets me know how behind I am, because I believe Instagram has a little bit of lag versus TikTok doesn't have any lag at all. All right, boom. So now I want y'all to understand something real quick. Before we really dive into activating unlimited abundance, I need you to understand that there are requirements for this. I know everybody think they can access anything, but the people be lying to y'all. You can't access something just because you want it. It don't work like that. You cannot get into a place. I mean, those of y'all who club or used to club, right? You don't want to go stand in line like the other people. But just because you like that place don't mean you can walk up in there. That ain't how life works. The same thing with abundance. There are requirements for activating unlimited abundance. Activating unlimited abundance requires a massive shift in how you manage time, how you manage money, and how you manage energy. And I don't want the deep saints to run off because I use the word energy. Y'all have got to stop being so scared of the world. Like, y'all the biggest pansies I ever seen in my life. All these Christians that are scared of everything that New Age is doing. What God are you serving? Because the one you serving must not have no power. Y'all scared of everything but God. And I don't understand it. So when you talk about activating unlimited abundance, when I say managing time, money, and energy, I mean managing your time. I mean managing your money. Y'all just got started in the church talking about money good. I know y'all hate talking about energy for the next 5 years, but your energy is what you putting out, what you getting back. Energy regenerates. That's why you get tired, you go to sleep, you take a nap, you wake up, you're good. It regenerates. Money is a currency. It's regenerate. The root word of currency is current. Current flows. But time, time spent. Time waste. Y'all don't think like that, huh? And that's why y'all keep letting people play with y'all. That's why y'all got these friends that don't even like you. That's why you got people working in your business that won't show you no respect, and they would never go to a company with 500 employees and act like that. But they think they can disrespect you because you small. You want to know why you small? Because you act small. You think small. You move small, even when you got it. You out here having $20,000 months, still thinking small, still questioning yourself, still letting your team run the show and tell you what you're going to do and what you ain't going to do. Baby, as a person who had a staff, fire them all. Don't make me no never mind, because I started this. Y'all so afraid to be alone with something you started by yourself. I don't understand it. I'm talking about me, because that was me. Was it not? Baby, they could go. My client said something to me yesterday. She said, you know what? God has delivered me. She said, God helped me realize that anybody that go, their time was up. And anybody that's there, they need to be there right now. Nice and simple, ain't it? That's how life works. So when you are managing your time, money, and energy, you have to walk away from the things that negatively impact that. I know it's going to be some stuff you don't want to do, but I get that. But you can decide to serve your feelings or serve your future. It's up to you. Now, remember, those of you who've been rocking with me since the beginning of this season, since I started sharing all of this, remember the MIA systematic approach, okay? Missing in action versus mindset, intention, and action. A lot of us have been MIA in parts of our lives where we need to show up fully. So the MIA systematic approach gives you 3 things. Number 1, what mindset do I need? What understanding do I need to grasp this concept and implement? Intention. What's the purpose of this? What value will it add to my life once properly implemented? And then finally, action. What steps do I need to take? And this is what messes y'all up. What steps does my support system need to take to make this happen? And not just make it happen, but for it to be successful and sustainable. Now, that being said, there are 3 simple steps to play the long game, right? Make confident decisions in your life, business, and relationships. Now, with mindset, when it comes to mastering time, money, and energy, the mindset says, okay, God has given me excellent stewardship skills. Okay, innately, I have that because I'm made in his image. So I can handle stuff, I can take care of stuff, I can create, I can steward. But guess whose job it is to develop those skills? Ours. And that's where we messed up, because we want to put the things on God that don't belong on him, and we want to take on the things that belong to him. And I've never met such a backwards thinking in my life. And by we, I mean us, because I've been there. Now, here's the intention. The intention in this space is to become non-negotiable with your time, money, and energy. If you've been rocking me for a minute, you remember when my non-negotiable with time, money, and energy video went viral, and then Instagram took the sound out. I was like, you let me get to 70,000 views and then you take my sound? It's an original sound. I don't know. But anyway, probably a hater reported it. But that's cool. When it comes to action, this is where y'all drop the ball. And that's why action got its own slide. Number 1, you have to honor time as the greatest asset. Being late, missing deadlines, and not adhering to a schedule will always leave you with the short end of a stick. I will never understand a boss that's always late. Always late. Why do y'all think the lives are at 1:05? Because y'all gonna say 1 o'clock and be on here at 1:05. That's why I get on at 1:02. Because I know my folks. If you don't respect time, most people probably don't respect you. This is why they lie to you all the time. This is why they tell you one time. Like, think about it. Think about it. You are turning people into liars. You turn them into liars because I got to tell you it says 6 when it says 6:30 because they know you're going to be late and you're going to mess it up for everybody. They know when you late all the time, you mess it up for everybody. So now everybody got to get together and get in the cahoots on the lie they're going to tell you because everything will revolve around you. And the fact that you got kids and you got a business and you got this and you got that. Don't nobody care, sis, you late. You causing a distraction. You pissing everybody off. That's why we lie to you. See, not me. I'm going to leave you. Get that when you get there. This is how I had to learn somebody wasn't my friend too. See, I'm going there. Didn't plan on going there. I had an event, okay? A big event. The biggest event I've done to date. My friends don't have to pay for stuff. I don't pay when I go to their events. They don't pay when they come to mine. It's normally that simple. Now, typically, chances are we're going to sew. Say, hey, sis, here goes some ticket money. This, that, and the third. I had a VIP dinner. These tickets were $5,000 to attend. People paid it, no problem. That's not a big deal. My clients was paying $20,000, $30,000 to work with me in a program. They were used to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 events. They still attend them. We still attend them. But the point is, people paid to be here. We're sitting down at dinner, enjoying the dinner. I'm teaching. Another lady had already taught her segment. I'm teaching. Here comes my friend, an hour and a half late, wearing the brightest color they could find, strolling them. Oh, am I late? Girl, you know you're late. You know you're late. We was just texting earlier. You knew what time to be here. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. You wanted the attention. So ask yourself, late people, or ask yourself, friend who always waiting, are they doing this for attention? Are they doing this for attention? Because I've been planning this for a year. You show up 90 minutes late, strolling in like, am I late? Pay attention. It's not acceptable. It doesn't make you cute. It makes you a nuisance. Okay? So that's number one. Honor time is the greatest asset. It is the only thing that you cannot contribute. Honor time as the greatest asset. It is the only thing you can contribute. So you can contribute money. You can contribute your energy. You can give all that, but you don't create time. Okay? Number two, you got to begin to see money exponentially. Okay? Before we get into that, a couple questions you need to ask yourself. Where can I save time? What's wasting it? How's my current schedule? How long does it take me to get ready? I know it depends on where I'm going. If I'm running out to the grocery store, it's going to take me about 30 minutes. If I'm going to a dinner, it's going to take me about 90 minutes. About an hour. If I'm doing full face, about another hour. He not getting ready till I know how long it take you. See, y'all don't spend enough time with yourself to know yourself. And that's why you disrespect other people, because you don't love you. So how long do it take you to get ready? You don't know because you're always in a rush. Maybe if you would find out how long it take you to get ready to feel it, to be feeling yourself. See, because I don't like to throw myself together. Now, it don't take me long to get ready if I have to throw myself together, but I want to take my time. I want to get a cup of tea. I want to put something on the TV and be like, babe, did you see? I want to stop. And why? Because that's how I like to do it. You start spending more time with yourself, learning what you like to do and how you like to do it, then time, money, energy won't be a problem for you. Now, when we begin to see money exponentially, well, we're going to shift gears a little bit. Need y'all to take a deep breath. Because somebody upset and it's cool. The reason you can't turn it off is because that's not upset, baby. That's conviction. Okay. Now, Begin to see money exponentially, because while you holding back, because, oh, this happened in the world, this happened in the world, it's a recession, it did that. We finding ways to grow. Because guess what? I'm alive in this earth. I'm not about to go through the days miserable because somebody else got something going on. Can I pray for them? Absolutely. Can I do what I can on my end? Absolutely. Can I pray for them and give and donate and absolutely whatever I'm called to? But I'm going to live no matter what's happening in this life. I have never seen people who believe in God so scared of everything. Yeah, we know they're going to war. They've been talking about this since years and years ago. What they going to do? Let them do it. Do I want that to happen? Absolutely not. Can I control it? No. So why would I get fixated on something I can't control? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down with my husband and I'm going to pull this stock market up. Say, baby, I got a couple dollars over here. We could. Oh, yeah, you got a couple dollars. What we could. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay? Y'all run around here scared of everything. For what? For what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to go over to China and say, hey, you guys, can you please stop this? Are you going to go over to Russia and say, hey, you guys, we don't like it? If not, shut up about it and go live your life. You sit around crying, watching news with your mama, turn it off. And if they old and sitting around complaining all day, they got a right to that. You ain't old enough. Go find something to do. So anyway, when you begin to see money exponentially, you find opportunity everywhere. Does that mean every day is like we want it and we don't have days that piss us off and we cry and complain? No. I had a meltdown the other day. But then we say, all right, cool. That's over. Give me some water and move on. So y'all don't have enough meltdowns. Y'all don't have enough meltdowns. That's what it is. I think that's what it is, baby. I think they just be sitting around and all that stuff just build and build and build and build. Then they get on with their therapist and say, yeah, I'm good. I'm just kind of worried about, but no, yeah, it's fine. And you get on the phone and lie to your therapist like you lie to your husband, like you lie to your mama because you started off lying to yourself. You don't have the meltdowns. I walked out, I think it was a week and a half ago. I walked outside and screamed. I got me a pillow and I say, I let them screams go. I let them screams go. Why? I ain't holding all that in. For what? For what? Y'all love being sad and vengeful and mad. Just proving folks right. Angry black women, we ain't mad. We holding stuff in and we're responsible for 90% of the world. But y'all won't let us make no choices, but then you blame us for everything. Yeah. And so I refuse to be that. I'm letting it out. Okay. And then the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate, not step away from, not bag up, I'm going to eliminate energy draining people, places, and things. I told my husband, I said, I'm not calling them. I love them dearly, but they get nothing from me. I'm not letting you have my energy. When my mama told me a year ago to focus on my family, that's what I did. I turned everything inward. And before I do anything outside these doors, I want to make sure we straight. Before I do anything for my husband and my kids, I want to make sure I'm straight. And if I'm not, baby, I ain't got it today. Ain't got it today. He know. I'll tell him. Will I not? Ain't got it. Ain't got it. Now, with that, when you eliminate energy draining people, places, and things, you have to know when to play your cards. You got to know when to play your cards. Some of y'all get caught up because you play your cards wrong. Okay? Those of you who are in abusive friendships, relationships, romantic relationships, do not confront that person. When you find stuff out, if you feel like they're dangerous, it's because they are. If you feel the need to escape, it's because you do. It's because you do. Huh? Let me make sure this thing is on. What say?
Stop giving more to the friends than the friends ready to give to you.
Y'all hear Patrick Kelly? He says, stop giving more to the friends than you're willing to give to you. And I tell y'all this all the time. If they would tell you to leave a romantic relationship for it, don't let them get away with it in a friendship. A lot of times people stab us in the back because we hand them a knife and turn around. So here's what I need you to understand. Know when to play your cards. This is a rich Black woman principle. Know when to play your cards, know when to negotiate. Because sometimes you have to say, no, I won't do that, but I'll do this. See, y'all think negotiation just for deals and for children. Negotiation is a lifestyle tactic. I started learning it 18 years ago. When I first got into sales, I did not realize I needed it for my life. You also need to know when to take a step back or when to downsize or when to shrink back without losing focus of the big picture. Just because you got to shut something down, just because God is making you walk away from something, just because it's time to look somewhere else, you might be downsizing this company, but maybe it's because you need to be on a bigger stage. Maybe your company is in the way of your stage. Maybe your business is in the way of your progress. Maybe your business is in the way of your unlimited abundance, your actuality. Maybe you coming to the realization of who you are, that business in the way, that relationship in the way. What you want to do is in the way. And that's why sometimes God will make us do things that we don't want to do or snatch us from things that we do want to do because it's too small for who we really are. You see, you here. People who have gifts, people who have abilities, God sees you there. Your coaches, your therapists, the people who mentor you, apostolic and prophetic people in your life, the people that are telling you, girl, you big, girl, go ahead. Yes, you better. Okay, did you do it yet? Girl, what you waiting on? I hope you, that's the people that see you here. But because you see yourself here, because you always cowering, you always shrinking, there's no way you can see you here if you don't stand up. Stand up, sis. If you stand up, you can see it. The reason you can't see it is because you walk around like this. You cower, you shrink, you keep your head down all the time. Maybe not naturally, but definitely in the spirit, definitely emotionally, definitely mentally. And so you walk around here screaming rich Black woman because you got a bag in the bank and you making money off of something you were supposed to sell 3 years ago. You hype, you a rich Black woman because you making 30K a month. But God been telling you to step away from there and get on that stage, and that's probably going to pay you 100K a month, 300K a month, $1 million a month. Shout out to Gail King. Shout out to Gail King for knowing who she was. For knowing who she was and not saying, well, why Oprah get to, and she already, and nobody know me, why I got to just be calling me her flunky. They saying this and that. And now she the highest paid person on CNN and one of the highest paid people on television. And everybody's talking about how CNN is going under. And guess what? It don't matter because she a brand, baby. It don't matter because her role was to support her friend. And say, you the one, sis. Hey, you the one. So please do not despise the people that's pointing out that you the one. But I'm already doing this. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than where you at. It's bigger than what you can see. Now, some of the things that we do when we in this space to get in alignment. Brain dumps. If you've been rocking with me, you already know what's up. We also do exercises to design our ideal day. Y'all worried about a vision board. You better design your day. You talking about what you want the future to look like, baby. You better design your day. I've redesigned my day so many times. Patrick, how many times I've redone my schedule? I've redesigned my day so many times. Because if it don't serve me, I'm out. And I don't say that from a selfish place. I say, when I say serves me, if it negatively impacts my peace, I'm out. Why? Come on, y'all know Jesus, right? Y'all know what they said about peace? Okay, if not, Google it. Number 2, if you mess with my joy, I'm out of here. Gotta go. Why? Y'all read your Bibles? Look it up. And abundance, oh baby, if you come and mess with my abundance, if you come and fool with my time, money, and energy, I'm out. Why? Read your Bibles. Study, Google, anything. Trust me, you got it. The Bible easy to read these days. There's so many versions. But when I say to you, I design my day, it has nothing to do with where I am at the time and everything to do with the kind of peace, joy, and abundance that I need. And if you walk into my space with an attempt to disrupt that, you're going to be very quickly going the other way, or I will leave you standing now. That being said, I want y'all to meet me in Atlanta. richblackatlanta.com is the move. That's the move. richblackatlanta.com is the move. Point blank, period. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to discuss navigating womanhood with confidence and boldness. If you're a person who's shrinking back in any way, whether it is life, marriage, business, other relationships, we're done with that. So what does it mean to navigate womanhood with confidence and boldness? That means that if I am a businesswoman, I'm not going to sit here and charge $500 because it's going to make you feel better. I'm going to confidently assess my company. I'm going to confidently take a look at my knowledge and my expertise and my experience. And I'm going to say, nah, this is the price, babe. Confidently. If I need to have a conversation with my spouse, something that is making me unhappy, something that I just didn't recognize and I didn't have language for, now we're going to have some language. We also going to activate our support system, because guess what? It is up to you and the people assigned to you and the people you are assigned to get it done. If you are married, that's a support system. If you have children, that's a support system. If you have family in your life that loves you, that's a support system, baby. Here's what I want y'all to do. Come on to Atlanta. Yeah, Delaware, you ain't far. I think y'all got airplanes over there, huh? Y'all done made me knock my brooch out. Right? Activating your support system. Those of you who says, I feel alone in this. I don't feel like my husband understands my business or understands my gift, right? I'm making fun of me because this was me years ago. I don't think he understands. Like, I feel alone, and I'm going to show you how to have the conversation with the right language without manipulation that'll turn your relationship to the right way. Can I not teach that? Baby, it's easy for you as a man to be like, all you gotta do is talk, tell us what you need. It sounds easy. Yes, it's simple. Yes, it's what y'all really want, but that is not how we hear it. And also, when things come into our plate, is our nature to start doing this. That's our nature, babe. And so when we say we don't feel supported, it ain't because you actually ain't here. It's because we don't know how to allow you to be here, because for so long we've done everything on our own, or we only lean on ourselves, or when we finally trusted somebody, they did us wrong, right? And we feel like if it has to get done, it better be done right. So I might as well do it myself. So I'd rather take on all this stress and take on all this frustration and deal with it, because at least I know I gave it all I had. See, y'all ain't correcting me yet because y'all know that's how we are. I gave it all I had because I don't trust that somebody else will handle this with as much care as I will. I don't trust that someone will do all the things that need to be done. And on top of that, if I ask, I'm afraid of being judged. I thought you had it, sis. I'm going to feel weak. The enemy going to try to tell me what I ain't, and all those things that we don't feel like we get support in discussing. And that's why I need to be in Atlanta. The other thing we're going to talk about is the Rich Black Woman Roadmap and how to master time, money, and energy so that you can shop, travel, and live like a rich Black woman. A lot of y'all think the secret is to go out and blow all of this money, and it is not. The secret is who you know, what you know, and how you operate. Yes, that general admission ticket is $297. Most of my audience is shocked by that. I'm like, Fee, you missing a zero? Nah, babe. I'm making it more accessible. I'm growing, bigger volume. Okay. Yeah, I'm a witness. You showed. Listen, baby, I need a video testimonial. I was just talking to my mom about you the other day, Nikisha. I'm just so happy for y'all. Your pictures, like, I just see the joy. I see the peace. I see the abundance in y'all's life. And I'm just so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on everything, sis. Like, keep going. Like, just don't quit. Don't quit at all. Those of you who are not in Atlanta, I'll tell y'all all the time, if you fly me out, I got you. You fly me and Patrick out, put us up, we got you. Bring your crew, whoever your crew is, we got you. Now, don't fly your girl Spirit now. But at any rate, if you are looking to bring me in to speak or to host something like that, you can send the team an email at team@richblackbrand.com. Atlanta is May 6th. May 6th. It is a Saturday, and I will actually share some of the agenda with y'all real quick. I didn't have it pulled up, so give me 1 second and I'll pull it up. It's going to skew one of my views, but that's all right. I love y'all. I bet. So I don't want to miss anything. I told y'all what the topics are, but I want to walk y'all through the schedule. Number one, we're going to come in, do some welcoming networking. I like to introduce people. One of the things that I'm good at is connecting other people to each other and building communities and creating a space for Black women to connect. So we're going to do some networking. We're going to order lunch and all of that. I'm going to then introduce the Rich Method for Living. Many of you have heard me talk about the Rich Method for Living throughout this year and a lot of last year, but now we are putting it out to the public for the first time with the full framework and the full methodology. Now, the Rich Method for Living is a methodology for operating your life at the highest level. It has to get to a point where you're not looking to just learn things. You're looking to make moves. You want to walk away with the ability to manage and master relationships. You want to know where to invest and how to make impact. Also, what's doing it in your life. And then you want to be able to cultivate those relationships. You don't always need to be looking for a new friend or a new coach or a new strategy or a new way. A lot of y'all don't know how to cultivate. When you plant something, right? I was screaming this morning. Why? Those of y'all that know me for a minute, y'all know I'm a plant mom, right? I tried plant momming for a couple of years and failed miserably. And I just refused to give up on it, y'all. I was like, nah, I can do this. And so I finally started planting successfully a few years ago. And I ran out this morning. Oh, this one's new. This one wasn't there this morning. I came this morning to check some of my plants. And I said, oh, we got sprouts. We got sprouts. But guess what? This plant right here. Okay, y'all can't see that one. This right here, that don't need no new. It needs to be cultivated. It needs to be cultivated. It needs to be taken care of. It needs to be loved on, right? Come on, seed time and harvest. Somebody be reading that Bible. Now, this one, see, these are morning glories. So they're just going to grow. They're going to get beautiful. We're not going to harvest these. They're just going to be pretty. But in this little greenhouse that just went down, yesterday? This is tomatoes. Okay? We put them down. We made a little investment into them. Cool. We're going to cultivate it, take care of them, make sure it don't dry out. They got some rainwater this morning. Cultivating. And then when it get ready to grow and they big and pretty and we got these big heirloom tomatoes, of course, they're not going to be in here. We're going to repot them. That's a part of cultivation, right? These get all good and pretty. We're going to repot them. That's cultivation. But when these bad boys grow, when these tomatoes pop in that planter out there, when they pop, oh, baby, we're going to carefully, we're going to pull them bad boys off of there and we're going to harvest. And we're going to eat them. We're going to plant some more. We're going to do it all over again. And this is what a lot of you are missing in your life. And a lot of y'all be afraid of your harvest. That's why you want to cultivate what you got. That's why you're always starting something new. You're always starting something new because if you cultivate, it's going to grow bigger. You cultivate, it's going to grow bigger. If you cultivate, it's going to grow bigger. If you take care of it, if you go through that hard day, if you go through that frustration, if you go through that hard thing that comes with 6 figures, if you go through that hard thing that comes with 7 figures, guess what? The harvest is going to be bigger than you saying, oh, no, that's good. I'll just pull these right here. Some of y'all got to grow up. A lot of you feel like you can't handle it when it's really what's put inside of you is busting out. And guess what, baby? Some of that dirt broken. Some of that dirt broken, sweet. But guess what? If it don't break, you won't get that. It's a little one right here. Y'all can't really see it. Look like a speck of dirt. Nah, that ain't no dirt. That's a fresh one. Right? That ain't no dirt. That's a fresh one. And so y'all got to understand, right? Y'all got to understand this life is constant evolution, constant cycles. But you got to make sure you're in the right one. So I love y'all dearly. I pray that this bless y'all. If you're a person that's saying fee, I can't make Atlanta, but I want to talk to you guys about coming to my area. I have a community of women. It ain't but 5 of us. I got a community of women. It's 5,000 of us. Let's talk about it, right? And those of you who are saying fee, I'm new to you, sis, can I just sow? You can go to Cash App is the Rich Black Woman. Otherwise, be sure you are following me on all platforms, Rich Black Woman TV on Instagram and YouTube, because on Thursdays at 1, y'all know I'm live, but we're getting ready to make a transition. Rich Black Woman TV is officially becoming a live podcast and community right on Instagram. And so those of you who are not following Rich Black Woman TV on Instagram, need to shoot on over there, click the link in my bio. Make sure you're also subscribed to my YouTube because we'll be putting some full length videos out in Q2 for that as well. Otherwise, I think that's a wrap on this Rich Black Woman session, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now. Society. Let me see if anybody's in here. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. I didn't want to dash out and anybody was still in.